name is Yolande Simmons. I'm Director of Corporate Communications with the Ministry of Food Production, Land and Marine Affairs in Trinidad and Tobago. It involves the entire gamut of corporate communications, which includes, to a large extent, protocol profiling for the Office of the Minister. It involves speech writing, media relations, crisis management, corporate and social event management, internal relations, customer relations. So it's the entire sphere of corporate communications at its best, and of course public relations as well. Corporate communications, or any public relations professional, is perceived as just a pretty face, or just someone who's there, just a bit of fluff. They're there to just gloss things over and to make things look nice. That has been a challenge for me in terms of changing the view of persons as relates to the field of corporate communications. Also, a lot of people have the view that you can only be good in corporate communications if you're an older person. That has been one of my challenges as well, because my age is relatively young. I am young. And sitting on interview panels and my age coming up as an issue has been one of my challenges as well. But I think I've done well in the 10 years plus that I've been in corporate communications. Anyone who's worked with me, I know walk away saying that my view that PR is just someone who is a master of ceremonies for an event, or someone who coordinates an event, or someone who stands by next to the CEO and looks pretty. It's certainly not what corporate communications is about, and that, I think, for me has been a big accomplishment in terms of the persons with whom I interact, ensuring that they realize it is the field of corporate communications, and those of us who are professionals in it deserve your respect. Like I mentioned, in terms of the entire gamut of corporate communications, one individual may be excellent at event management because that's their key competence or their core competence. Another person might be much better at crisis management. And the challenge, or I think, of communications professional is to ensure that you're excellent at all. Because at any point in time, you have to be able to perform any one of them excellently. So that for me is a challenge. I have changed jobs. Some might say a little bit too often, but I love a new challenge, and that has always been my reason for moving on to something bigger and something better. But the professional relationships that I've developed over the years, for me, have been one of the stays in my professional career, and I have learned consistently over the years that you ought to treat people as people. That's been my biggest lesson. Corporate communications is such a public field. It puts you in the limelight consistently. That it's important to maintain cordial working relationships with individuals, and because we live in such a close-knit and small community as well, it's important for you to realize that this person may not necessarily be in support of you at this juncture, but there may be a juncture when your paths may synchronize, and that is what has helped me along the way. And yes, it is important to realize that if you want to be successful in corporate communication. The first that comes immediately to mind is the person who actually gave me the opportunity and saw in me when I did not see myself. Her name is Linda Bessel. She's the Executive Director of the Employers Consultative Association. Mrs. Bessel hired me as a Marketing and Communications Officer in 1999, and I would say she gave me the ingredients to be a successful professional.